coastal areas, Narragansett Bay down along our waters, Watch Hill, Narragansett, Newport, Horseneck Beach, all under that tropical storm warning, and it goes into perhaps as late as Thursday morning based on some of the newest information in from the National Hurricane Center. So that end time subject to change here as we continue to watch what is sort of a meandering leftovers of HERMINE. Still, though, nearly hurricane strength winds with that storm. It'll stay offshore, so the worst of the winds will miss us, but we've got a stormy day on the way for today. 10 to 15 mile-an-hour sustained winds right now between Smithfield down to Providence and Newport. Look at the winds picking up over Block Island. These are sustained winds around 21 miles per hour. Nantucket with 24 mile-an-hour winds. In terms of the range of the gusts later today, we're looking at the potential, especially by this afternoon and this evening, of seeing wind gusts between 35 and 45 miles per hour south of Providence down to the Rhode Island coastline, but just offshore, Block Island, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, those gusts could reach as high as 60 miles per hour. We're talking about tropical storm force wind gusts. We're talking about wind gusts over 39 miles per hour. Not expecting to see that inland, where the impacts from this will be less in terms of both the rain, the wind, surf conditions as well. The majority of the effects here today felt along our coastline. Today's threat tracker, we're going to keep it in the high category. Strong winds, minor coastal flooding, and some showers working their way in, especially by this afternoon tonight and into Tuesday. At least a high and possibly moderate risk still into Tuesday. This is the leading edge of the rainfall, getting closer to Nantucket overnight. Looking at how far away this leading edge of the rain is from our coastline, we're still looking at it being about 70 miles away. So it'll take some time to work to the west and northwest and likely arriving in our area by this afternoon. Outside tonight and early this morning, we've been in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Those gusty winds. Here's our low pressure center, that extra tropical storm HERMINE, 70 mile-an-hour winds as of the 5 a.m. update from the National Hurricane Center. This is where those tropical storm warnings remain in effect along the mid-Atlantic and New England coastline. And here's the track of HERMINE. Look how things are really just piled up. This storm's going to move to the northwest over the next 24 to 36 hours by Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, making its closest pass and then moving offshore, it looks like, into Thursday and Friday. But that's where our computer models are struggling. I say the next 24 to 36 hours, models are in fairly good agreement. After that, things start to spread a little bit. So that forecast Wednesday, Thursday is still subject to change. But we're looking at 35 to 45 mile-an-hour wind gusts at the coast, dangerous surf and rip currents. In terms of the rainfall, this is not going to end up being a major rainfall producer for us, which is kind of a shame because we do really need the rain. We're in the drought conditions continuing throughout the morning. Look at the clouds increasing. The rain having a tough time pressing eastward through the morning hours. Our better shot at some tropical showers will be in the afternoon and evening hours. This is at 9 o'clock. So I do think you'll be able to get in some outdoor time today, especially this morning. But again, the conditions worse at the coastline compared to inland spots. This is by tomorrow morning, heading back to work and school after the long holiday weekend. And I'll be tracking some rain and continuing gusty winds. It's a cool Labor Day. Temperatures in the 60s to lower 70s throughout the day, with again rain chances going up as the day goes on, and it's also during the afternoon that the winds will pick up. So high surf, high winds, and some rainfall at our beaches for today. Air temperature around 70 degrees. Safe sun time, not a big factor as we see the stronger thicker clouds rolling in and the rainfall. There is a tropical storm warning on the bay. Stay in port. Visibility is poor in the rain. Few gusts up to 50 knots possible. Waves 4 to 7 feet in the bay and higher as you head out over the water. 7-day Futurecast. So we're unsettled today and tomorrow. Again, this is not a washout today. Bulk of the rain won't fall until the afternoon and evening. Tuesday, some bands of rain, strong wind gusts continue potentially, and we'll see some lingering showers into Wednesday. Once we kick HERMINE out of here, look at the warm temperatures for the end of the week, Thursday into Friday, mid and upper 80s.